Poppy Harlov here. None of that skink Gloria Borger. And you're watching Pew News. Good evening, I'm Poppy Harlov. And you're watching Pew News, the most reputable news source in the planet. Remember Tanacon? Remember her?
He f***ed me with a toothbrush!
He f***ed me with a toothbrush. No? You don't remember that?
Saying it.
You know you're stupid, right?
Well, she decided that she had so much fun at the convention that she was gonna create her own called Tanacon. It was going to be the best.
It was you who put this together. And no disrespect to you, but like you're the last person I would think who would arrange a conference
I could not
to rival VidCon.
Agree more. Like I was
Cut to live footage of the event. I wasted $150 on Tanacon. It's one hallway, one big concert room, and no activities. No creators are walking around like promised. We stood outside for 4 hours just to be treated like animals.
anything wrong or bad or whatever, if there's bad security, it's me, it's on my fucking face,
yeah,
you know?
Your name is the conference.
Literally, so I mean, I have been putting my heart and soul into making it as perfect as you can.
And no boy, it was perfect. All the big celebrities were gonna be there as well.
So I mean, right now our lineup consists of so many insane creators. The ones that we have publicly confirmed right now are along the lines of, there's so many, seriously. But me, Bella Thorne, she's doing it,
nice.
She's amazing.
Bella Thorne! I never thought I'd heard that name again. That foul Nickelodeon kid who wouldn't even say PewDiePie's name on the Teen Choice Awards. Never forgive.
Felix, something. You know what? Be here if you want to hear the rest of your name.
I'm not even PewDiePie and I am super offended. She's so mean. I feel bad for Felix. I know, so mean. What did I do? She's friends with Tana. You can't even say her name. Mongo. All right, who else is gonna be there?
And we have Shane Dawson. We have all of Shane's.
Shane, okay. I guess a convention just can't be thrown in a month. Not realistic. I genuinely support Tana Mongo for trying something like this, but at this point, I don't think it's safe. Who else made an appearance?
Ricky Dillon, an OG creator.
Ricky Dillon, who tweeted out, okay, sorry, jokes aside, what's going on with Tanacon? I have panel at 3. Is it still happening? So apparently they booked a lot of people from VidCon to come to Tanacon, which are both happening at the same time. I think they're both in Anaheim. I'm not sure. I don't care enough to find out. But apparently they booked people that were supposed to go on the same panel at the same time over at VidCon and Tanacon. But even if they wanted to come, it was basically impossible because it was just too much of a mess. There was supposed to be all kinds of food at Tanacon.
What kind of food would you want to eat with her?
Oh my god, that's hard. Everything. I love the way she eats like fried chicken. I love
People tweeting out, there's no food. There's no water. We've been standing in line for 4 hours. But you know what there was? Who needs food and water? Especially when it's hot outside, you're standing in line with no cover. You know what you can get instead? Condoms. That's right. Not just any condoms. I know it doesn't sound that great. But listen to this. It's Tanacon condoms. My only regret in life, from birth to now, is that I wasn't able to attend Tanacon, where you can pay $70 to get a condom.
I like to think of it as something younger.
This is a convention for something younger. Here's some condoms, everybody.
Tanacon.
Yeah, con's a good word for it.
First, you put it at a venue that can only hold 1,000 people max. Then you tell your fans that the gift bag is going to be worth quadruple the ticket price. But your gift bag is only a smartphone grip, a wristband, and a condom. The only thing I need protection from is your lies.
Another thing about Tanacon was that the tickets were going to be free. You know, finally a convention that everyone can enjoy. Very noble cause.
You know, perks and stuff
you have
like
different
that.
levels, right?
Yeah, exactly. We have free
general admission,
we have
VIP,
featured creator, and featured fucking creator because
is that what it's called? Featured fucking creator?
Yes, literally. Yes. Featured creator is the free ticket because everyone's a featured creator at Tanacon, and featured fucking creator is
that's nice.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Everybody's a featured creator.
Exactly. I want that inclusivity. Would that be the word?
Yeah.
Feeling, you know.
The problem is when you make something free, a lot of kids will be there. Maybe too many kids than what Tana had initially estimated.
This is the meet and greet check-in line. This is crazy.
There too.
What? So you end up right here, but you start way back here. I am lost for words. Tanacon just went crazy.
Jesus Christ. So the event was too small to hold enough people. People were left queuing outside for 4 hours to get in, despite even having to pay for tickets, because you could pay for the more exclusive tickets, but you still had to stand in the same line as everyone else that just came for free, which then led to the event inevitably shutting down.
Are you part of the event?
Yes.
Do you know what's going on?
Yeah, it's been canceled.
The whole event's been canceled?
For today. Tomorrow, it's back up and running, 2 different venues for more space.
Okay, what's the other venue?
And it's going to be announced tonight, probably on Twitter.
Okay, through Hannah's Twitter?
Most likely,
okay. I'm just waiting for the elevators to clear out.
Exit, I love you too. We will figure this out and follow. Thank you.
Fuck that.
No refunds.
People yelling, refund! Give us refund!
Refund! Refund! Refund! Refund!
This reminds me of that Instagram model island convention or whatever, where you'd pay a large amount of money to meet celebrities. You're sold this idea and then it just got out of hand or it's too poorly managed. This is certainly not the first time a convention has gone to heck. Tumblr had their own convention, the notorious Tumblr convention that had a ball pit. A ball pit? What?
There's a ball pit? A ball pit? What? Yep.
Safe to say it was a disaster. Now apparently they're gonna do another 2 extra days to make up for it. I don't know how that's gonna make anything better at this point because you've already get the Tana condom. What else could you possibly want? If I got a Tana condom, I would just leave because that's all I want. These greedy kids just want more and more and more. Now, you may be wondering, why did Tana do a convention? Why did she just not go to VidCon? Well, apparently she had a long beef going on with VidCon. She wasn't given a featured creator pass, which is given to the people on VidCon, the creators, to get special access around the convention. They can enter backstage, they get their own meet and greet sort of stuff. And to be fair, I don't know probably who 80% of these people are. I feel if you ever want to feel disconnected from YouTube, just check who's going to VidCon and you can just be like, what? These are the featured creators? What? I don't know who they are. I mean, obviously some I know. It feels like the YouTube rewind videos. It's not what YouTube is, it's what they want it to be. And VidCon is very, you know, they pick who they want to have as a featured creator because they don't want probably more controversial creators like Tana Mungo to attend their event, which leads to her coming to the event and then fans swarming around her, which leads to safety issues and she gets kicked out. And apparently this happened year after year. She got fed up. Why can't I just get a featured creator pass? Because I want to meet my fans. So eventually she just got fed up and she said, okay, I'm gonna make my own Tanacon. So the whole idea behind it, I'm totally all behind. I don't like VidCon. I think it's nightmare. I think it's literally hell on earth and I wouldn't want to go there. And especially the fact that they don't pay anyone to go there. The whole premise of VidCon is that you get to meet YouTubers. That's why people are paying $200 for tickets. None of that goes to the actual thing that drives for the sales of the tickets. And it's kind of like, it's this weird guilt thing where, oh, you're not going to VidCon? Well, then you don't care about meeting your fans. When clearly YouTubers are just being used by these companies. But then again, VidCon does offer a venue for you to meet your fans in a safe environment, or at least that's how they say it is.
But there's yet to be an influencer really doing like a big American, like in California, like convention with
but why not?
All these big YouTubers.
How come no one's done it?
I don't know, and I don't know why it's...
Let me explain why, because it's really hard to pull up a convention. I think every single convention, their first one, has been a disaster because you need that experience. You need to build it successively. Is that what it's called?
Successively.
Every single year and make it bigger and bigger and bigger. You can't just immediately jump to 15,000 people. You gotta start very, very, very small. And if you sell tickets on the premise that it's gonna be free, obviously if people didn't even get the tickets, they're gonna show up anyway. Which is what happened, and it got out of control. So I hope she takes whatever she learned, even though I mean this whole thing, and she does it next year, and maybe name it something less retarded.
So long, VidCon, it's been real.
This is the reason why I don't want to go to VidCon. People screaming at you, it's just obnoxious. There's no reason why anyone should treat me more than anyone else. I don't want it. I find it annoying. If I can't talk to another person without them getting past the barrier that somehow I'm a big YouTuber, then I don't want to talk to that person. It's just a waste of time. I hate promoting this whole idea that you have to act all, because this is taught behavior. This is not in our DNA that we should somehow react this way for people that we think is celebrities. It's just so idiotic. I hate this whole concept of fame and worship. Why? Why is that a thing? The same reason I don't like getting recognized a lot of times anymore, because people just start screaming and they make a big scene. And I'm just there like, why are you yelling? Just stop. Now I don't want to be here. If people meet up and just talk like a normal person, it's so much more pleasant and it's just fun and it's just cool. And I hate how this whole idea of worship is being promoted through these VidCon events where people just run around like fucking Neanderthals and yelling, ah, because they saw someone famous and they hope to see someone famous on YouTube. This is so stupid. I hate it. Fuck all your conventions. That was a lot of time on one topic, Felix. Yes, Poppy. Yes, it was. Moving on, however, to the next story. The World Health Organization included gaming disorder as the latest version in its disease classification manual. We talked about this before, but now it's finally been made official. World Health Organization, WHO, has announced gaming disorder is a thing. It's a real thing. Now, I'm kind of on the fence on this. I don't really know where I stand, to be honest. I really do see both sides. A lot of people are questioning this move, scientists specifically saying there was lack of good quality scientific evidence about how to properly diagnose video game addiction. Also arguing the point that we're essentially pathologizing a hobby. What's next? Tanning addiction, dance addiction, exercise addiction, but no one is having a conversation about them. And I really do understand this point. Why is gaming specifically being targeted here? It seems like it's just a very popular topic right now, but why is gaming taking the whole beating, essentially? It's an addiction, yeah, but why is gaming disorder a thing?
I was heavily addicted, I've no doubt about that. I denied it for many, many years, you know, saying that, oh yeah, I really need it when I travel away, it's so important, whereas I wasn't sort of really confronting the real issue itself.
So, what? The world champion winner of snooker says he was addicted. That's how he got world champion. You could say that anyone that tries to get an Olympic medal, or you're just addicted to training. You're training every single day.
You don't even let them have games at all?
I have so far managed to resist.
How old are they?
They are 6 and 8.
Yeah.
But I really do question how sensible it is to invite something that we know is very addictive. Computer games are very addictive.
So with Fortnite getting so popular, especially with young kids, a lot of parents are discussing this right now as well. It's obviously a very popular topic. This woman saying that she doesn't even let her kids play video games at all, and she sort of says it proudly as well. And I'm not a parent. I don't know what it's like to raise kids and make them follow your lead, but I think disallowing kids from doing something that probably everyone in their school is doing is a terrible idea. And I guarantee you these kids are sneaking out to just play with friends and such instead. And I think from personal experience that if you're not allowed to play video games, you're going to overcompensate that at a certain point. Hello everybody, PewDiePie here. I personally wasn't allowed to play video games as much as I wanted to when I grew up. I think if anything, it just took me longer to realize myself that I don't want video games to be the main focus in my life. Because I wasn't allowed to play as much as I wanted, it sort of made it like it turned into all the focus, even when I wasn't playing. So it really didn't make any difference. But then again, you have people on the complete other end of the spectrum where people are dying from gaming binges. Girls as young as 9 has to go to rehab because they wet themselves to keep playing. Obviously, you can be addicted to anything, and people do get addicted to gaming. Classifying it as a disorder, however, specifically gaming disorder, I don't know if that's necessarily helpful. I think the most effective thing would be to teach kids, okay, work first, play later. At least that's what I would do if I had kids. I know I asked this question last episode, but I think teaching kids that attitude at a young age, okay, fine, you can play video games, you can do whatever you want as long as you do your work first, right? Makes sense, right? I don't know. I'm talking like it's as if I know everything about parenting. Clearly I don't. What do you think? Leave a comment down below and let me know. That was oddly sexual. The final news is just a random meme. All he needs to tag is hashtag Black Ops 4 and hashtag Call of Duty partner, and the rest can be his words. Call of Duty, why don't you pay me? I promise you, I can do better than this. Whenever I have to do a sponsored tweet, the client always sends like, okay, can you do this sort of wording? And I always change it up completely because I don't want it to sound like I'm a robot or I am a lawyer or someone completely different. But DeAndre Ayton, he really took it to the next level. This is not the first time this has happened. We have Dishon. Can you please tweet this for ESPY's party for tonight? Chilling at the ESPY's Nokia pre-party. It's awesome. Or this dude on Instagram. Excited to head to City and join the team name. DeAndre deleted it and tried again. Awesome time yesterday with the hashtag Black Ops 4 crew. Thanks for having me. Hashtag Call of Duty partner. Meanwhile, I'm promoting games, everybody. Thank you, that was it for Pew News. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, leave a like. I really appreciate it. These episodes do get by the YouTube ad system. So please, any support that you can give, I highly appreciate. Namaste. This has been Poppy Harlow. Poppy out.